Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Betwixt the Between Tarot. Today we're talking about May 25th through the 31st, and a special day on the 31st. We have our second full moon of the month. That's a blue moon. Blue moon is about releasing things from our past. It's about emotional illumination, understanding ourselves a little bit better, and something coming full circle. It's the end of one cycle and starting a fresh chapter, starting something new. It's trusting ourselves. It's stepping out of that feeling of not being good enough and expanding into something that is a little bit more fulfilling for us. All right, start with, since it's our full moon, your hard work is paying off. This is the Moonology deck, and that looks pretty darn good. Communication is key, and you got two extras. Don't let pride get in your way. All right, so let's move on and see what else we can get for you. And everyone else got this deck, so you do too. This is about luck. It's something lucky and wonderful coming in for you and making things better and easier for you as you go along. Doing a full Celtic spread. Sometimes we do a modified because it does take a little bit longer, but I thought it would be a good thing to go through and to get a few more details this time with this moon we've got coming. Well, that came out really quick. All right, let's see what we've got. You do also know that this is a reading for the general public, so not everything may connect with you. Some things may feel close to matching, but not quite. If it matches and connects with you, it's yours. If it doesn't, it belongs to someone else. All right. Cards are really chatty with you. They haven't been this explosive so far. You are I think my 6th reading today. And yeah, the energy in this deck shifted big time from the last reading. It's a little bit more on the explosive side. Your current energy, we'll go ahead and talk about that, is feeling like you've made plans and you've decided what you want to do and where you want to go, and you're ready to step outside your comfort zone, but something is going on. There's some conflict. The thing that crosses you is the 5 of Wands, and that's a conflict. That could be an internal conflict. It could be you thinking too much and being all in your head, or it could even be a conflict that is pushing you into this feeling of change and stepping out of your norm and doing something that's a little bit on a different side. Okay. So as we were talking about this 3 of Wands, it's stepping out and looking at what could be available. There are other avenues for you to take. You aren't stuck on the same path as everyone else. You have other options. And since you have already made it past the 2 of Wands, which is the planning stage, you're stepping into the 3 of Wands, which is the actual doing. It's the deciding now. You've made the plans. Now you got to decide which way you're going to step. And what's crossing you is that feeling of conflict. So you may be conflicted in your way of thinking about it, of not being sure if that's the right place you want to go, or there might even be some conflict of a difference of an opinion with someone who could be in a leadership position for you. It could be a partner just giving you a different set of opinions. So there may be some conflict in that. You might be dealing with a little confusion on which way you want to take this. But 9 of Cups is there. This is a gift from the universe. Take this for what it is. This is something you have worked hard for. You see the tablecloth back here in the table in this card. The tablecloth represents the hard work that is not seen to get you to this point. it is all covered up by this tablecloth, but beneath it are all the signs of the hard work and the plans and the efforts you have made to earn this gift from the universe. So this is something that you've worked for and you've planned for, and the universe has decided to help you out and make it happen. With this Five of Wands and the conflict, let's clarify that, and that is the Hierophant. You may be going against a norm, a social norm, different things that are out of the normal range of people doing what they do. What is it? You go to college, you get married, you have a house, you have a family. Those norms, those social norms are not the same as they're not there anymore. It's different now. The Hierophant too can be the leader. This could be somebody that you trust, a teacher. It could be someone else who is giving you that conflict of interest. I feel like we need to do one more on that. So let's clarify one more time. And it's the Two of Wands. Yeah, we had talked about the Two of Wands before. It's your plan. You've made it. You move on with it the way that you want to and turn those other voices away. What was it back here? Your hard work is paying off. That is definitely where I would say that Nine of Cups is coming in for you, and communication is key. So there's definitely, and some luck. So that's most of those are covered right here. Just not letting your pride get in the way and just doing what feels right for you. In the past, you were very blessed with the Ten of Pentacles. You had all of your financial needs set. Everything was looking rosy and great. It also looks like things still look rosy and great. There is a little bit of a thought process going on of scarcity, just a tiny bit. You're feeling a little bit more protective over your money, probably because we're getting close to the end of the month and that mortgage and that rent is due. So that may be what's going on with that. And clarifying that 10 of Pentacles, yeah, I kind of thought so. We have the Knight of Swords. Something is coming in, and it's coming in pretty fast and pretty furious, because not only do we have the Knight of Swords who comes in pretty recklessly and thinks pretty fast and is high energy, rushes into things. We've also got the Chariot, which is the same kind of momentum, but it also ends with success. You've got a lot of cards on that one. Page of Swords coming through as well. Page of Swords says, be that curious thinker. Think about what you want to do. Ask all the questions you want to ask, and you definitely do like learning. In your future position, we have the Temperance card. This is all about balance and finding the things that make you feel comfortable. It's about patience, taking your time, moderation, self-control, healing. If I didn't say healing, let's clarify that real quick. The cards are just they're behaving so strangely today. Well, not today, but just for your reading, Sagittarius. And the Five of Pentacles is the balance. And you might feel a little out of balance with that. And that's where I see this Four of Pentacles coming in up at the top in your subconscious. In your conscious, you're feeling a little bit of scarcity too. And so there may be a change in job. You might be changing jobs. You might have just been feeling like you're left out of things a little bit, left out of the peer group, left out of the circle at work, out of the email loop that everyone is a part of. You might feel like you were being left out of that. So into your conscious mind is that Four of Pentacles, and that is a feeling of scarcity. Perhaps you're feeling that the money isn't going as far as you need it to go, and you're holding on to it and being protective. Four of Pentacles. I said what I said, and I'm not going to say it again. So Spirit is definitely saying you are feeling that feeling of scarcity, of not having enough. In your subconscious mind is the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a bond, it's a relationship, it's a friendship that is so incredibly tight, but it's also one that is unconventional. It can be a different gender, a different socioeconomic group, it could be a different culture, a different country, different nationality or religion. Could be any number of those things, but it's a bond and it's very tight, and it's something that is in your subconscious. It's about strength. It is about self-control and courage and being determined to get through the challenges that life has to offer you. You may need to feel that time to pull away and protect your energies and just enjoy the time that you have together. Coming up in the position of your influence is there is a Five of Swords, and that can be it being your influence. It can be you feeling that you need to step up and say what you need to say and own your own voice. It can be something that might be hurtful to someone else. You can see in the photo here, in the artwork, that she is holding a piece of his sleeve. She's got it in her hand, and it's something that may have hurt another person. This might be the place where this do not let your pride get in the way. In fact, I'm going to leave that there because that seems to really strike home. There might have been a prideful moment where you spoke out of line, or someone spoke out of line, and there might be some feeling of regret over that. Three of Pentacles, yeah, maybe missing part of the team, not feeling as connected as you were. And I feel like there should be one more for that, Sagittarius, and that is definitely justice. There will be karma. There is always a balance. Every action has a reaction. So the cause and effect thing is always going to step up. So think before you say anything that could be hurtful or misinterpreted. It doesn't mean it was intentional. It could mean that it was just misunderstood. In your environment is the King of Wands. King of Wands is taking action. He's pretty charismatic. He inspires other people, and he's pretty passionate about what he does. So in your environment, there's somebody there who's got a lot of passion and a lot of influence, and definitely someone who is got a lot of responsibility. Yeah, what I just said. A lot of responsibility, a lot of things that have to be done in a certain way, and it's making all of that happen. It can be kind of hard to do. And so the Hanged Man, the feeling of waiting and having to pause for a while can be something that might be weighing on you. In your hopes and fears is the Emperor. The Emperor is thinking he is the leader. He's not thinking he's the leader. He is the leader. This is someone who is charismatic and in control. You know how to build the village. You've made a hat out of a tower. You know, you have read, you have learned, you know how to do the things, and delegating it and being able to move forward. This being in your hopes and fears position makes me think too that it being a hope, you'd like to be that leader, you'd like to move up the scale, but at the same time, there's that fear of, do I really want that? It could be awful, or it could be fabulous, and it could happen sooner than you think. This is the Ace of Pentacles. This is a job offer. Something is happening. Something is starting to take root. So you may see some changes coming in where you might actually be offered a new job in a leadership position. That's not a bad place to be. And as your outcome card, we have the Ten of Cups. feeling like you are enjoying the most wonderful love, the ultimate happiness. Everything is coming up beautifully for you right there. So let's clarify the Ten of Cups. Do we even need to clarify the Ten of Cups when it says everything's going to be fabulous and wonderful? Six of Wands. It's really going to be wonderful, and everybody around you is going to notice it and celebrate you. So it may have started out a little bumpy, but you come out on top with ultimate happiness, feeling happier than you have ever felt, and your peers are cheering you on. I love that for you, Sagittarius. That's beautiful. That's a nice way to end that. Let's take a look at the Arcana Folia, which says serendipity. It's a fated encounter. So if there is a new love interest coming in for you, you did get the Lovers. Did you get the Lovers? Yeah. And you got the Two of Cups over here too, and that is telling you, you know, there's a bond, a connection coming in for you. Thank you, Sagittarius, for being here at Betwixt the Between Tarot. I'm grateful. If anything connected for you, please hit the like and subscribe button on your way out, and we'll talk again soon.